The Olympics. It's supposed to be more than just a sporting event. It's supposed to bring regeneration and prosperity to the area that hosted the Olympics. Now, the Olympics is pretty much the only sporting event I actually like, because I really do not care for sport at all. I literally cannot understand the concept of supporting a team. I'm just not into team sports at all. But Olympics, even though I don't support Team GB or anything, the whole thing of the Olympics I find really interesting and fascinating to watch. Now, in the London Olympics, they made a lot of effort to, rather than just be just about sport, to actually regenerate a whole area, which was done pretty successfully. But that sadly wasn't the case for the Olympics in Athens. So in this video, let's take a look around the abandoned Athens Olympic Park. All of the ways into the Olympic Park are pretty securely fenced up and you can't get in. But there's a tram that goes through the Olympic Park because they used the trams to bring people into the Olympics. So the only way in is to walk along the tram tracks. And at this point, I thought this bit of the tram route was abandoned. It seems pretty overgrown, but turns out it wasn't abandoned because the depot's actually up here. So every now and then a tram comes. Let's hope I'm not seen by any of the tram drivers. So then, along into the Olympic Park. And this is pretty much one of these super risky urbexes because there's active security on site. Security drive around in their little car, and security actually drives fast. I actually get the impression security just enjoys whizzing their car about all over the abandoned site rather than actually looking for people, but nevertheless I do not want to be seen by them. So let's avoid the security cars driving about and get into the stadiums. But before we do that, I found something fun to climb. A lighting pillar. The Olympic Park was actually built onto the end of the runway at the old airport because Athens built a new airport for the Olympics. So this is one of these big lighting columns to light up the taxiways of an airport. Let's climb it! And here I'm up at the top of the column, and from up here you get a good view. This column actually sways quite a bit, which it's supposed to do because it's a metal column and it's meant to flex a bit in the wind as part of its design, but it's a bit scary. So I go down the column and along into an abandoned aeroplane hangar. Now this looks amazing. It just seems so weird that the Olympic Park was built onto the old airport. And it was at this point a tram went past, and I realised the tram tracks were not in fact abandoned. So let's now go into the main part of the Olympic Park and along to this watchtower. This looks very military looking. Slightly surreal to find it here. Let's go and take a look at it. And this is when I first saw the security car driving past. Right, need to hide, don't want him to see me. So after security left, along I go to the first stadium. Let's take a look at his stadium, and it's very interesting looking, especially how it's also abandoned. And let's walk up the stairs to the top part of the stadium. This is creepy. Just notice the difference between this and London and how the Olympics here did not bring the regeneration that they wanted. And here I am underneath the seat areas, and then I spotted there's some central heating that's on. Central heating in an abandoned stadium. Either that's just been left on and no one's thought to turn it off and it's just been running for ages, or there's squatters in here. I'm really not sure. But then security were driving close by, so I had to hide behind this pillar. I'm quite amazed they didn't spot me because I'm sort of wearing bright colours, but amazingly the car drove past. I haven't been spotted. So I was supposed to be leaving the stadium because I was worried about squatters, but then I noticed, oh, there's a ladder going up to the roof. I can't miss that. I've just got to do that. So I climbed up the ladder, making myself very visible to the security patrols. And here I am on the roof of the stadium. Let's take a look around. I now climb down this stadium and walk along to the next one. Security seem to be on their lunch break, so I haven't seen them drive back for quite a bit. But walking along this bit was scary because security literally drive around this bit. You can actually spot where security drives by the areas where there's no weeds on the ground. This bit makes me really think of London's Olympics, of the wide walkways for loads and loads of people and managing a large amount of people flow, and now it's all abandoned. So I need to get through this part really quickly. I'm right out in the open, security could patrol at any moment, and along I get to the next stadium. And there's a lot of razor wire about. It's like they've tried to secure it all up, but razor wire is pretty useless because there's so many holes in the fence in this part, the razor wire was pretty much doing nothing. So along to the next stadium, and this one is quite a bit bigger than the last one, and it's very interesting. So let's take a look around, and it's all abandoned. So let's go up the stairs, up to the upper levels, and there's signs that homeless people are here. It appears there's no homeless people here at the moment. Security probably chucked them out. So it's active security, so it's pretty unlikely there'd be any homeless people still in the site. But you can't be certain, and I don't want to run across homeless people in a quiet corner of the Olympic Stadium. So let's walk up to the top of this stadium. And this stadium, this looks really impressive. It's such a shame it's all abandoned. And here are the commentators' boxes. So now go down to the lower floors of the stadium, where I spotted that the electricity is still on. How can the electricity still be on? That is creepy. So then I'm now walking along this road, once again very exposed to security patrols. And along I go to the abandoned airport terminal.
なということ。